Okay, waking up early in the morning to get the right thing done. And what are those right things? What are we searching for? We are searching for our needs and our wants. Our needs, we need to get it, it's very important. And our want, it's necessary. And we need to work towards it too. And we want to change the situation, we want to make a better life. But while are we making it? How can we do it? How do we shape our thoughts and our emotion? And how do we control our imagination within hooks? We know everything we have today in our present predicament in our life, it depends on our past future. What has happened? What is the present status right now? Is the result of the past history. Do you get what I'm saying? This is me, Rhenald Idubo. My name identify me as an identity, and my surname identify my lineage of my own history. Those lineages is within me. So my past is important to my present, but I need to have a balance with the both of them to understand if I'm going to stay with the positive history or the negative history, or am I going to make the positive become negative or the negative become positive, or am I going to create a balance so they can be in a balanced equation to move further? Because moving further is pulling harder is stretching to the next step and taking to the next level of dimension, open a new page in your life. And how can we do that? Is to study your present and work well with your imagination, because everything you're asking right now for God to give to you, for your own creator to give to you, it depends on your own imagination and how you understand and conscious about you yourself and I. When I talked about me, myself, and I talked about my body, my physical environment, my own soul, which you can see, which is the spirit. When you talk, when the body die, the soul remain, but is invincible. So where does the soul goes? It goes back to the ancestors, to the ancestral realm, to clarify the awareness of honest, my own experience of what happened on earth with this body. This body is just a casing, your custodia. As a casing of the form, this is the casing of the body too. So when my casing of my body die, the soul goes. So it repeat history. I'm a representative of my ancestors and a representative of an ancestors because I hold their blood. I'm using their blood which they have input into me and it's part of me today. So they are over there on the spiritual realm. Then I'm everything about me is like past, but I'm creating a new future with the past. I'm using the negative to create a positive, to make it become positive. So your future depends on you, how you want it to be and how you create it to become. So your thought matters a lot. Your imagination and your emotion controls your reaction and action to the environment. And your reaction and action matters of your own consequences and sacrifice you are meant to make. So whatever you plan or whatever hope you're wishing to have to get to, level of degree you want to get to, it depends on how you work with your thoughts and how your actions and reactions you make in life. So these are very necessary for we to control and understand, because the Holy say those who don't repeat, those study history are banned and brought to repeat history. When you don't know your history, you don't study history, you are going to repeat history back again. So you need to know history to get equilibrium, to understand your survivability, you to understand who you are as a person, to understand where you're coming from and where you're going to. And where you're coming from, your past, as I say, your past represents your future represents your history represents your new dimension of your life. So your history work with you, but your present, it's your homemaking. They are all accumulation. So you have to create an accumulation of balance within you and yourself and I. You yourself to know who you are and be aware of where you're going to. What am I trying to say is that your past represents you. Know your past. Why does your past represent you? Your thoughts, your imagination, give it to your soul. Your soul take and access some spiritual realm. When we talk about different dimensional spiritual realm, to the ancestors. Your ancestors gives their own memory of nothing else but your own thought of what you desire or your wishes, how you pray, how you connect, how you meditate, how you react. It causes a friction, and those friction create a frequency. How does all this frequency work with? You cannot just create it with your own body and everything, because all your body is accumulation of foods. And what are food? They are nature, natural environment around us, and those things represent part of us because we are nature. So they represent who we are today, they represent our identity, and we need to create with them a friction, a frequency. And this frequency will connect us to our own history, and our history will connect us to our ancestors, and our ancestors will connect us to the ancestral power that have been bestowed to our own ancestors tree. Because this ancestors tree, there is a power that has been bestowed for that, for we to work with it. So as we desire and wishes and be conscious of our ancestors, of our history, then we see things that have been bestowed with us that we really want, that we really need, that we walk towards it. And when we are strong with what we want and we desire forcefully and walk towards it, then our survivability upon this earth of experience will be able to gain full dimension of who we are and be conscious of our actions. So the people you meet with, they are all connected with each other. The nature, everything you meet with is our frequency to connect to who we are and where we are going to. So you don't need anyone to create it for you, but you need to create it for yourself. And working harder does not just end it all, but be conscious of why you're working and aware of where you're going to matters a lot. So your conscious present, work with your own past history, and your history, work with your own ancestral, and your ancestral realm, work with your own soul, which is the spirit you are having inside you, and your whole soul walk back with your own ancestral realm, and your ancestral realm access the power of your ancestral power, and the ancestral power has been bestowed by the creator of connectivity, the creator of every positive and negative dimension, the creator of this whole planet universe. So this planet universe have bestowed those power to your ancestral tree, which you need to connect with your soul, and your frequency need to access to the higher degree level of dimension to connect with them and create and achieve those knowledge and achieve those things you need to achieve on this earth before that soul will be sent back with his own circle of survivor of life and back to them. And when the casing is gone, which is the body is dead, the accumulation is over, the soul will return back to those same realm if you are conscious enough. If you're not conscious enough, it may happen, you may return back here again. It repeat, it's a cycle of life. Don't be scared of death. The day you were born is the day there will still be a day for death. The day you were born, they gave birth to you, there is still a day for death too. So be happy of the both sides, but be conscious of your own actions, and your choices you make represent of all your responsibility and your sacrifice you are meant to make. Your degree of awareness, there is a different dimension to it. Cash you back again, peace on earth. Stay peace and stay peace to yourself. Everything you see within you, happiness and no happiness, it's inside you. Access the degree and be conscious of who you are. Thank you. Peace. Actions.